Hello fellow aviation enthusiasts, and welcome back to my 1-400 scale Frankfurt Model Airport series, where today I'm bringing you the grand 10th update. As for our cycle of coverage throughout the airport, today I'll be putting the spotlight on Terminal 2, which serves as Frankfurt's main international terminal. So with that, let's get into it. Starting off at the east side of the Apron, we have this British Airways Airbus A321-200 CEO. This aircraft is currently being catered and fueled for its upcoming flight to London Heathrow. Following that, we have this Discover Airlines Airbus A330-300, which is unloading its baggage and cargo as it just arrived from Male in the Maldives. Right next to that is this Air France regional Embraer E190. This aircraft is being operated on behalf of HOP and just recently deplaned its passengers from its flight from Paris, and is now being prepared by a cleaning crew for its return flight to Charles de Gaulle Airport. Furthermore, we have an aircraft that hasn't been showcased in the Frankfurt series, or more rather all of my airport series entirely, for a very long time, and that is the SAS A321neo. This one is loading a very small amount of baggage and is also being fueled and catered for its service to Copenhagen in Denmark. Of course, now that SAS is a SkyTeam member, they go over here instead of to Terminal 1, which is reserved for only Star Alliance members. On that note, I'm curious to see how this shift in alliance will affect the Scandinavian carrier, and I'm hoping it opens some new doors for them, as they did lack possession of some keys in recent years. Next up is this American Airlines Boeing 777-200LR, which is currently unloading its large amount of cargo, as well as being prepared for its next flight by a cleaning crew, as it just arrived from Dallas, Texas. Once these operations are complete, boarding will begin for this aircraft's return flight. And to recognize the elephant in the room, we have this Emirates Airbus A380-800 in their stunning new livery. The jet bridges servicing this massive machine have been retracted, and the aircraft is now being pushed back for its departure to Dubai in the UAE. Hiding at the corner back here is this Air France regional Embraer E170 being operated by HOP. This one is more exclusively in the older HOP livery. As of right now, this aircraft is having its luggage unloaded as it too just arrived from Paris CDG following a delayed departure. Moving on to the taxiway directly behind the apron of Terminal 2, we first have this Aviation Airlines A320ceo that is being towed from Terminal 2 to Terminal 1. From there, it will board its passengers and then depart for Athens. Next up is the largest in their fleet, which is the United Airlines Boeing 777-300ER, this one in the Continental Merger livery. This aircraft just touched down from Dulles Airport in Washington, D.C., and is now being towed to its gate at Terminal 1 to join its fellow Star Alliance members. As the final one here on the taxiway, we have this tiny Lufthansa regional CRJ900, which just pushed back from one of the remote stands south of Terminal 2 and is now making its way to runway 07 center for its departure to Basel. And lastly, we have this Lufthansa A320neo, which is currently on final for runway 07 left from Naples. With that is going to complete the grand 10th update of my 1-400 scale Frankfurt Model Flughafen series. Because we focus on Terminal 2 this update, Update 11 will primarily be highlighting the operations at Terminal 1, specifically Concourses Zulu and most of Alpha. Changing subjects for a sec, I did just fly Spirit Airlines in the real world for the very first time, and I'll be posting the trip report for that flight as my next video, so be sure to subscribe so that you'll be notified when it's published. As always, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, fly safe.